Hello, stream. It's Typhon here, and I'm here to commentate grand finals between Rafig and Denkou. So. Alright, so game one, it looks like we have the Corrin versus ZSS matchup, and they're on Smashville. That makes sense. Typically game one against a Zero Suit Samus, you want to ban things like Town and City and Battlefield, because it's a rough time against her on those stages. But Rafig has a slight percentage lead, but it's nothing that Corrin can't make up for. She is incredibly strong. So we have both players just kind of feeling each other out. Definitely, like, nothing too crazy happening yet. No huge punishes, which both these characters are excellent at. Such as that. That was very big for Denkou, and he goes for the pin edge guard, which would have been incredibly strong. But luckily, Rafig is able to get out of it. But he gets the pin on the platform and almost kills him. Wow. He got the dragon shot almost at the blast zone and ended up killing Rafig for it. That was very good. And Rafig attempting that 2-frame in the down B. He's so consistent at it, but the only issue that comes in is it's based on the opponent statically recovering. So geez. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what he killed him with, but it looked like a forward tilt. I'm not quite sure, but so fresh stocks on both players. I think Denkou had 12% or so as he came into this stock. So, you know, every little bit helps, especially against ZSS, who is especially against Rafig, I should say. Rafig is an incredibly consistent defensive player. He's so good at doing just the right option when he needs to. But Denkou is definitely looking for that salty run back. He is definitely someone who wants to show that he is playing above and beyond what he was earlier. I also think the character switch helped, but you know, that's just me. So roughly a 40% lead, give or take, for Denkou. A lot of off-stage shenanigans going on. Ooh, that was incredibly close. So, ooh, wow. Okay, so Denkou is just trying to keep Rafig away from center stage and away from getting him any sort of momentum in this kind of game, because Rafig is a deadly player with momentum. He just runs all over you if he gets a chance, and it's a very scary thing to have happen. But Denkou is doing an excellent job in keeping him off the stage and kind of away from where he wants to be. But both these characters have, in my opinion, pretty good recovery, so they're able to play a lot of little tricky games off stage, which is definitely cool to watch. This is definitely a really cool matchup to watch. Misspacing. That is something we never see from Rafig. Rafig rarely makes mistakes like that, and we can see why, because he lost the game off of it. But we're going into game two. I'm going to assume that Denkou would ban Battlefield, because so we're going to Town and City. I'm assuming there was a Battlefield ban, mostly because Zero Suit Samus is incredibly strong on stages like that, but I also think she's really strong in Town and City, so it's kind of the best of the bad situation, you know? It's all about comfort, whatever you're more comfortable with. Ooh, wow. I think that was the tipper. I got tippered pin, and it did quite a bit of damage. But yeah, so the thing with these players and when it comes to the neutral is the neutral never really lasts too long because it's always someone like taking off into advantage and putting the other player in disadvantage, and then literally almost an immediate turn or a continuation of advantage disadvantage state, which is it's fun to watch because it's fast paced. I know that's something that a lot of people, such as okay, so the tipper pin killing off the right, that's incredibly good for Denkou because he's at 96%, definitely nothing. So Rafig waiting it out and taking this stock so he doesn't get too punished for dying before, Able to jump out of the down tilts. That's really big because those down tilts into up tilts can do 40 to 50% easy.
No, and I'm cancer. You get to be my main, and then I'm supposed to be cancer. Are you for serious?
So nothing crazy really happening just yet. Denkou just doing what he does and keeping him off. Wow. Okay, that was something I don't see too often with Rafig. He's typically a very safe player, very stuck to stage. But when he goes out, and it's always rewarding. It's always a rewarding experience. So game 3, I'm going to assume, because Rafig always bans Lilat, that Lilat will be banned and we're going to FD. Which is the case. So I know for one that both these players are incredibly comfortable on this stage, mostly because everyone who plays against Rafig is just looks at the fact that he's ZSS and takes him to Final Destination, myself included, in the hopes of just not getting caught on platforms. But I know Denkou loves the stage. This is typically his first counter pick when it comes to playing. He takes advantage of the no platforms because he's a very controlling type of player. Like, he loves using pin and dragon shot, keeping people where he wants them to be so he can punish. Ooh, up he had a shield. That was a really good option, getting Denkou off of them. Wow. Ow. Back air, taking that stock at about 90%. That's pretty big for Rafig. Ooh, perfect shielding the blaster, which is good because CSS can get so much off blaster. Could lead to almost anything. Ooh, wow, the kick of the pin actually going through the blaster. It's kind of fun because I don't get to see this matchup very much, or commentate it, I should say. So seeing like all these really interesting kind of like clean clangs and like how these moves interact, really cool. Rafig not opting for much of an edge guard aside from this down smash. I think that's just because he knows he's in the lead and he doesn't really have to extend too far. It's smart, if he's able to maintain center stage, I think it's a win for him at this point. Once again, he tries for the flip kick, but then just goes for the down smash. Ooh, Zaire pushing him away, but Corrin has pretty good recovery, so she's able to come back. Zaire actually stopping the pin, and then forward smash kills. Kills ZSS at roughly 130-140%. So at this point, Rafig has gotten roughly 80%, and that just as extra credit. So that's incredibly good for him because he can take it a long ways because he's a lot of interrupts with Nair being so strong, his jab and blaster being such a good interrupt tool. Plus he had a shield, which at this percentage has a chance of killing if not DI'd correctly, which is really powerful. And back air, of course. Back air is super strong. Going for the flip kick, kind of down smash edge guard that he is very well known for. Both players just kind of looking for something to start up. Rafig definitely taking his time because he knows he doesn't have to go too far out. Just it was smart of him, you know. Patient play will be rewarded at this point. Goes for the up B and gets punished, but not too hard because double down smash actually. The dash attack. So Rafig is actually in danger of dying at this point. Oh, that DI was incredible. That's a kill though. So that's the thing about Corrin. Corrin with rage is incredibly strong. And it's always a scary thing when put into disadvantage by a Corrin who has almost full rage, because several options she has that are relatively safe can kill you. Like fully spaced out forward smash, pin, like tipper on the pin, stuff like that. Fully charged bite of the dragon shot, stuff like that will kill, and they're all relatively safe. So Rafig starting out, getting a quick 31%. Ooh, is he gonna take it farther? Using a lot of jab, which is smart. Jab is an incredibly strong move, starting on frame 1. I think it's only 2 characters in this game that have a frame 1 jab, and I think it's ZSS and Little Mac, which is they both characters use those to an incredible degree because it's so strong, you know. Frame 1 jab's hard to beat. Ooh, goes for the air dodge read, but ends up mistiming it slightly. Goes for the dragon shot back air on Corrin, which is a good choice. A lot of Corrins will go for the dragon shot, maybe tipper forward B, the pin in the air. Goes for the flip kick again, but doesn't really get anything out of it. Almost getting hit by the bite, which would have been very bad. It would have really damaged his shield. And he died off the kick. I'm gonna mark that down to rage because I don't think that normally would have killed him. So Denkou definitely at an advantage right now. He has, 20%. But the thing is, most people don't seem to understand, or most people don't seem to notice about Rafig, is as soon as he loses his first stock, he turns into a completely different player. He becomes a whole new monster. All his options are super safe, but they're all very aggressive, and you feel as if you have no downtime, and he's always on top of you. It's definitely a harrowing experience facing Rafig when he's a stock down. But Denkou is someone who's definitely well versed against Rafig, so he is able to kind of keep his nerves in check when it comes to this, which is very good because you don't want someone who's like terrified of a player. Ooh, reverses the up B and gets punished actually. Almost dying off of it. Ooh, back air actually beating out the kick. Ooh, and he gets the down B spike. Incredible. So game 5. So he's kind of limited in his choices.
I went on Kansas City and only choice left.
Going to Smashville because he refuses to go to a triplat. I understand and I respect that. So this is a make or break kind of thing, and both. Oh wow, Denkou's actually getting a really good start. 51%. That's very good. But Rafig answering right back, saying, you can do 50%, I can do it right back to you. Ooh, miss. Got the bad hitbox of the down B, because I think that would have been a stock if it would have been the spike. Countering the Nair, it's kind of unfortunate. Nair is such a good move, but it doesn't do that much, so countering it doesn't really get you anything out of it, except like you get them off of you. And gets the pin. Wow, that was definitely a weird hit. punishes with the up B, but doesn't kill because there's one thing Denkou has, it's incredible DI. And I think Rage once again kills Rafig with the kick. So all that Denkou has to do is play like this. So he just needs to play this smart, get some percent, and like definitely make it easier for himself. He's at 6% or 11% right now, so it's not too bad, you know. So Denkou an incredible 153%. So that's full rage, and that is definitely that's something to definitely be afraid of in this matchup, because as you can see, the tippered pin and kick almost just broke shield on Rafig. Nair sending almost to the top right, killing, and he gets the back air off of a poorly spaced pin kick. So both players relatively even in percent. This is definitely looking to be a close game 5. Rafig is definitely like trying to show that he's not willing to go out without a fight. And this is exactly what I was saying about Rafig. He's so strong in the second stock that it's almost not. It's hard to take the first stock confidently because of how he will play in the second stock, and like his spacing just becomes great, and he just uses all these safe options, and he takes almost no percent. It's incredible. And he kills.